And it's now time to see what I got in my pre-order. And it's a lot, so I hope you've got a drink, maybe a cookie. I had a cookie and I have my Diet Mountain Dew all ready to go. So we are going to take a look. Let me go ahead and do a quick refresh over here to be sure I'm talking to people and not just to myself. Well, come on now, YouTube. Don't fail me now. Alrighty, what do we got here? Just a sec. It's not just jumping right into business here. So let's see if we can try that again. You'll be glad to know that while you were gone, my online exclusive goodies arrived. I can't believe I didn't order them. I've missed a few things on my pre-order. I'm just saying. Hello, Marva. Hi, Judy. Hi, Susan. Appreciate you guys coming back. So, in case you haven't been tracking, we are now doing 3 catalogs a year. Previously, we had one catalog that went for 12 months. We called it the annual catalog. So 25, 26, 26, 27 annual catalog, and it had all the things. And then we had 2 mini catalogs, one that came out in January, one that came out in September-ish or so. So we had one that used to be kind of the holiday catalog. Now we're going to 3 catalogs in total every year. So once this annual catalog and mini catalog retire in a month or two, that will be the last time you see multiple catalogs live at the same time. From here forward, we'll have May through August, September, October, November, December, and then January through January, February, March, April. So 3 4-month catalogs each year. We will also still continue to release online exclusives every other month. So we're going to take a look today at the May through August 2026 catalog and the May 2026 online exclusives. Not all of either, but most of both. Okay, now I am going to put my catalog out of sight so that I don't get in trouble, but I am also going to use it to kind of thumb through so that we sort of keep on something approximating like, you know, some order that you can follow. But I am going to get a drink. I already feel my throat starting to go. I was so excited to see the UPS guy, I can't even tell you, because not only did I not on my full pre-order order from the online exclusives, I completely forgot the new in-color cardstock, and I felt like I really needed to have that because I've got the inks, and I'm going to show you, and I've got all the things. So here we go. Hang on. All right, thank you all for coming back. Okay, so we have 6 suites in the new catalog. The first one I'm going to show you is called Bloom Boutique. All right, now hang on. I've got them all over here. Everything is kind of organized, sort of organized, and as best as I can do, but I didn't get them all lined up right because they're all kind of haphazardly scattered around. So it may take me a half a second to find each one. Now this suite has 2 stamp and die bundles in it. Let's look at these first. So you have one that is all images and one that is all sentiments, which is kind of fun, I think. And the image one is Boutique Blossoms, and you get some pretty dies, and you can see these dies. You can have ones that will cut out the stamped images, and these are 2-step stamps, so you'll stamp an outline and then a fill, and you also get the leaves and some really cute little buds. And you can stamp out the outlined, the stamped images, and then you can also add some textured die cuts, flowers and foliage. All right, so that's Boutique Blooms. And then when you need a sentiment, and who doesn't, look at this little bundle, baby. First off, you have some beautiful font. The fonts in this catalog are great, and I love that we have multiple stamp sets, again, with different fonts in the same stamp set. So you've got Happy Birthday and Thank You, Thinking of You, and you've also got sentiments that will work on the inside, which really works for me. But look at the die set. First off, hello. These are nested. Every other one has stitching around it, so you have plain edge and stitched edge, scalloped circles. And then you also have some little, I don't exactly know what that is, but I will soon. Maybe some leaves, I don't know. maybe a tab, really not sure, but I will eventually. But you've also got the label dies to cut out your sentiment. So scallop blooms, these two are going to go together like peanut butter and jelly. So you're gonna want the whole suite. Because take a look at what else. The other thing about this suite is, you know how we always have a suite, it feels like we always had a suite that had all the new in colors in it? Well, this is that one, okay? So here is our DSP. It is called Boutique Blossoms. Nope, that's not correct. That is not correct. Hang on a second. I'll find it. I will. Bloom Boutique DSP. I should have known that was it because it's always the same as the suite. The DSP is always named the same as the suite. So you will remember our new in colors, right? Hang on a second. We have Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue. Yeah, these are our new ink pads. Crisp Cantaloupe, Peaceful Pine, and Barely Blush. So these are our 5 new. These are the 26, 28 in colors. We will revisit those in, well, a little bit. So this DSP, Bloom Boutique, is going to have all of those colors in it. Got your Crisp Cantaloupe, your Golden Glow. And I'm going to say these names because I want to start to remember them, okay? I think they're beautiful. I'm actually as happy about this group of in colors as I've been in since Secret Sea. Secret Sea still holds the list for me. Hydrangea Hue. You've got a little bit of Barely Blush. And can you see that there's some gold foiling on one side of the DSP? Then you have a little bit of Crisp Cantaloupe and Peaceful Pine mixed up. Some more Hydrangea Hue. This one is another one with some of that pretty foiling. Can you see that? I know Crisp Cantaloupe is beautiful. Hydrangea Hue. Oh, look at this one. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. And there's the foil. Nice. This is beautiful paper. And I like that the designs are small because that really makes them, in my world, it makes them much more useful for card making. I like these. This is beautiful DSP, and I like that one too. All right, so it's beautiful DSP, and we have some really cute, wait a minute, where's my slit? I finally broke the code. It's only taken me like 11 years as a demonstrator. So I really hate this packaging where it's got this sticky stuff on the top because I always got my DSP, and I just routinely, like a lemming, would open this end of it and then be like, oh my gosh, no. Take your scissors and slit up the side and have your opening be where there's no adhesive. Come on, Mary. That one wasn't so hard, but I acted like it was. Crazy. But a couple more things. Okay, now tell me if these aren't the cutest things ever to come across your desk. And they are also adhesive on the back. Are you ready for these? Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready. These are 2026, 2028 in color butterflies. Look at how adorable those are. Oh my gosh. I love them. They're in all the colors and you get 2 sizes and they're really thin. So these, you might as well just buy like 6 packs of these just up from the jump because they are just too stinking cute. Just too cute, I'm saying. I love these. This could be my, you know what? These are cuter. Yes, I'm going to say it, and if you hate me, that's fine. These are as cute, if not cuter, than brushed brass butterflies. I'm just saying. I love these. Okay? And then you also, for those of you who like to do treat packages, we have a new box. This is called Scalloped Window Boxes, and the fun thing about it is it just goes together with little tabs and pieces. You don't even have to have adhesive particularly, but it's got a top on it that happens to, oh, by the way, match, this is by top, I mean there's an acetate window, match these dies. So you could cover it with one of the scallop circles. You could put a scallop circle inside it to cover whatever you're giving or to just add some prettiness, but these are going to be kind of fun. Okay, so this is the Bloom Boutique Suite. All right, one down. I don't even know how many to go. Let me put this to the side so I don't get it messed up. All right, what is next on our list? Oh, okay, now, the next one is the Waterside Retreat, and it is stunning. I will tell you straight up, Stampin' Up forgot to put the stamp set in my box. Okay, so they're getting it here, but it won't be here till tomorrow. So my very good friend Amy sent me a picture of the stamp set, which I think will show you exactly what there is, because really there's plenty to see even without the stamp set. So here is the relaxing Waterside stamp set and the dies that go along with it. Can you say cut out three-dimensional, not three-dimensional, but certainly put togethery Adirondack chairs? Complete, oh, I mean, seriously. And you've got some cattails, and you can stamp and cut out the cattails, 2 sizes of them. You've got, I don't know exactly what that is, but I will eventually. There's another cattail, and there was somewhere I thought, nope. Oh, you have a bird, you've got a seagull flying, and a seagull standing, and that will cut him out. So you can cut out all of these wonderful images, or you can build standalone Adirondack chairs. And then, as if that weren't enough, let's talk paper, people. Let's talk paper, people, shall we? Here is the Waterside Retreat DSP. Now, I kind of borked my cutting of this. This is what this piece looks like, and what you would want to do when you cut it, okay, is you will see a line here. So start by cutting here. Then you can cut there, and then you can cut there. You'll see where lines continue, so you can cut out all of these pretty panels. I mean, how pretty is that DSP? You can get all sorts of card front elements, card front panels, just cut that out, put a sentiment, and done. Done and done and done. Happens to be gorgeous on the other side, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm going to stick this back in here so you can see the rest of the pack. I won't make the same mistake cutting this piece as I did this piece, but this is gorgeous. We all have to make cards for dudes, and we all have trouble with it. So this is your set to go to. Now, unfortunately, I did not see a die that cut out the fish, but I'm sorry. I have trained all of you people to cut out and fussy cut. So that's a pretty easy fussy cut, just saying. And you've got some waves. You've got a nice bicycle image. I wouldn't DSP or fussy cut that. I like this one with the seagulls kind of swarming, but this one is the best. I love this. Look, but I love this even more. All right, look at how this goes before you cut it in half. Isn't that so pretty? So think about what kinds of card fronts you could make with this, or scrapbook pages. If you're a scrapbooker, which I am not, I confess it straight up, I am not a scrapbooker. But if you are, this would be pretty paper for that. But this plaid, oh my gosh. Oh, feel it. Okay, we've got some buoys and a little bit of wood, look. And some life vests, mandatory in the open water. And look at that, look how that goes together. Wait. Now, I know your mother taught you never to mix plaids and stripes, but I'm totally going to. I'm totally going to. And it will be beautiful. This is the bestest paper ever. But wait, there's one more thing to show you. Look at these little embellishments to put on. Oh my gosh. Hey, Amy, glad you could join me. I was just using your picture of my stamp set. There you go. But look at this embellishment. These are called loose anchors, and they're in a impervious child-proof case. No, they're not. Look, can you see how pretty those are? Oh, I like them. I like them. And they are, even though they're kind of large, you know, this way, they're pretty thin this way. So that helps. Now, would those make shakers? No, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. There was that one time back in like 2019. I thought I was wrong, but I wasn't, so I was wrong about being wrong. That is such an old joke. Okay, so this is the Waterside Retreat. You're going to want it on your list, I promise. If I have not said so, these will all be available to customers on the 5th of May. They're available to demonstrators right now, people. So if you're a demo, get after it. another drink. I feel like I'm gonna be drinking a lot. Okay, let me see which one to grab next. Oh, my favorite one. No, one of my favorite ones. I can't be at my favorite one already, but I am at one of my very favorite ones. You can tell because I already used it this morning. It is the Valley in Bloom suite. If you didn't see my card this morning, this is just an example of what you can make with this suite. Lily of the Valley is it's very forward leaning here, and I love this sentiment. This is one of the best sentiments I've seen to one of the nicest people I know. I just think it's awesome. So this is the Valley in Bloom suite, and it is anchored by the Lily of the Valley die set. You can see I've got my labels already done, and I'll be posting these on my online store. So if you want labels, they really do help a lot. This year I added with dies so that I'll know what stamp sets have dies with them, because I don't keep them together. I keep these in one spot and these on my magnets in another place in my creative crate. But you can see what you do here. You can stamp and die cut leaves. You can stamp and die cut flowers, or you can die cut a flower branch or stem like I did, and then die cut little flowers like I did here and adhere them to the stems to make a more dimensional card. And then you see this little piece right here, that is made with this die. So it's just a nice little textural element that you can add to your cards. Okay, so one thing that's very cool, I should have gotten a piece of cardstock. Wait a minute, I planned on that and then I did not. Here. We'll use this one because this will be good. One of the things that is in this suite is the Floral Spray 3D embossing folder. I don't have near enough, big enough piece of cardstock. But can you see that pretty image in there? It is beautiful. It is big. And there's going to be a lot you can do with this. And it's 3D, so it's going to really take it. And what I love is they even added these little textural pieces around the embossing. This one's beautiful. I really, really love this embossing folder. I'm going to save that because we have one more embossing folder to look at. Okay, so there was the bundle and the embossing folder. Hang on, I'm trying to keep this tidy. I know this paper and embellishments, these are called the shimmering dots, and they're white, granny apple green, and coastal cabana, which coordinates perfectly with the Valley in Bloom DSP. So you can see our colors here. We got, I'm sure that's Darling Duckling. Pretty, pretty, pretty. This is like spring in paper. And this piece, when you put, before it is cut in half, looks like this. Nope, not true. Looks like this. There we go. So you can cut that however you like to get the pieces you want. And then you have this piece that is similar, and it is the one I used for my card this morning. I cut it somehow like this. I'm not sure exactly where. It's too hard. It's too hard, but this is how it is on both sides. So you can cut it out and just pick and choose. All right. Ugh, that's so pretty. And look at the other side, crumb cake plaid. Oh, and this plaid. Oh my goodness. I use this for my envelope flap so you can see it's a little bit smaller. Oh, that's beautiful. This DSP just makes me happy, happy, happy. It makes me happy. Okay, so this is Valley in Bloom. It is the suite. It has one Stampin' die set, a beautiful 3D embossing folder, and the shimmering dots. Okay, so that's suite number 3. Done. All right, turning the page. Okay, this one, I did actually do a card with this already. It is the most beautiful suite ever. I just think it is absolutely gorgeous. It is, in fact, the only 6x6 DSP in the catalog. Everything else is 12x12, which is kind of a new thing. All right. That's okay, though. We're going to get by it. Actually, 12x12 is actually more useful. It's good for scrapbooking, and it also gets you like 6 card fronts out of each sheet. So it's pretty handy. I heard a lot of people in the past who really didn't like 6x6. So you're in luck. We have a lot more 12x12. So this is the Scenic Coast Suite, and it's got the beautiful Sunset Coast die set, which is amazing. It's got anniversary, retirement, congratulations, you brighten my day, the adventure continues to go with the retirement, wherever this note finds you, wishing you a lifetime of joy, or wherever this note finds you, I hope it finds you happy. And you can make all sorts of scenes with the stamps. This makes like those arches that are out in California in the water, you know, or in Mexico. And then you've got, look at these beautiful things. This one cuts out a lighthouse in a circle. You have a raise, so like a setting sun, and then you have a sailboat. You've got a net, and then you can also cut this arch out, or actually probably, yeah, I'm thinking, these are not the same size as the images, but you'll be able to cut that out. And you can cut out some little shells and your sailboats. And I really like putting birds on, cutting out birds, die cutting birds and putting them on my cards. I just do. But that is only half of the picture. The other piece is the DSP, which is called Scenic Coast Specialty DSP. And this is beyond amazing, okay? Beyond amazing. On one side you have, can you see the foiling? That really looks like the sun reflecting off the water. So you'll have a sunset image on one side and then just a beautiful watercolory wash on the other. That one, my goodness. The colors are so rich. I can't even tell you how beautiful the colors are. So that looks very much oil painted is how that looks. This one's pretty. There we go. That way. That's pretty. That looks like it's got grasses there. So this looks like the edge of almost the edge of the ocean on the east. It makes me think East Coast. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I like this one. How many of these make you think of Maui? I think of Maui when I see these. Look at that. So pretty. But wait, there's more. How many of you like vellum? I am a fan of vellum. And this is the Sunset Shimmer Vellum. So you get Barely Blush, and I think this is Balmy Blue. Yep. Barely Blush, Balmy Blue, and then just Iridescent. So you have the Barely Blush, and you can see it's quite thin and shimmery and beautiful. And then you have Iridescent, which is kind of whitish, and then the Balmy Blue. Very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, I know the DSP this time, because even when we get through with all of the suites and the bundles, there's still like DSP that isn't associated with suites, so that's cool. And then finally you have the Sunset Sparkle Sequins in Clear, Cloud Cover, Timid Tiger, and Strawberry Slush. So perfectly aligned with the beautiful colors in this. I love this suite so much, so much. I will do my best to not use it every single day. Oops, drop that right off of there. Good idea, Mary. Lose a die before you even cut with it. There we go. Okay, let me put this aside and see what we have next. Okay, now, have I mentioned that I am not a scrapbooker? I am not a scrapbooker. So this next set, when Mary looked at the bundle, she saw a scrapbook bundle. So I love the paper. I love the accents, the embellishments, and I bought them, and I did not buy the bundle. I'm currently experiencing some FOMO for not having bought the bundle, which means I will probably buy the bundle sooner than later. But this is the Beautiful Ordinary Life Suite, and I bought the paper because it's just really pretty. I just think it's fun and pretty, and will make fun and pretty cards, but it would also make fun and pretty scrapbook pages, which I really believe is its kind of wheelhouse. I love this one. All right. I like this. You could leave it like that, or brayer it, or sponge it, or color those leaves individually. All right, so that's the DSP, which I thought was pretty enough to buy from Mary. And then you have these cute little array of dots. I like these. They're a little thicker than some of the others we've already looked at, but they're very beautiful in, oh, I'm going to say, I don't even know. Daffodil Delight, Pretty Peacock, Pool Party. And that's probably supposed to be real red. Let me see what else is in here that they didn't tell me about. I want it to say Strawberry Slush, but it doesn't. It says Real Red. So Real Red, and then there's going to be another color up there that isn't visible, isn't readily visible. Oh no, there's not. So there's the 4 colors that you've got. But I thought those were pretty. And then these, do you all like silhouettes? I really enjoy silhouettes. So I bought these. These are called Floral Flight Accents. And it's hard to see them because they're black, but let me see if I can get it so you can. You can see they come right out, and they are just die cut floral. That you've got a floral, you've got some foliage, you've got some hearts and some butterflies and some berries and some loose flowers. So I enjoy these, and I think I just like them. I think they would be really pretty just popped up on some of that DSP with a sentiment from one of the other sets, or, you know, you just never know. But this is the Beautiful Ordinary Life Missing the Bordered in Beauty bundle, which is the bundle that goes with this suite, which I will probably have before it's all said and done. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, next is Velvet Meadow. Now, Velvet Meadow is a beautiful suite. It has a Stampin' die set that is part of it, and then it's got 2 different DSPs to play with. So let's look here first. Anything that starts with flowering and ends with meadow, I'm kind of going to be all about. You've got stamps that are going to cut out images, and then you've got also some detailed ones that will cut out and they'll emboss at the same time. So you'll see some definition and some veins and some petals and things like that. And it also has sentiments. So I like that they combine sentiments and images, which means I can use this for my envelopes and my insides and be all happy. So you've got thanks, cheering you on, you always make me smile, for showing you care. So you've got a front and an inside, so many reasons to celebrate. So lots of things to do with this. And then you can add the paper. Now, this paper is called the Velvet Meadow Specialty Designer Paper. Okay, how many of you like clothing made out of velvet? How many of you like anything made out of velvet? I am one of those people that if I inadvertently rub velvet the wrong way, it gives me goose chills all the way up and down my body. But that is what is on this DSP. So it's not quite as jarring to me as running your hand like up a skirt that's velvet, but you run your hand the wrong way and it's like all prickly and you're thinking, why would anybody make clothes like this? And then you run it the other way and you're like, oh yeah, that. So what you have on this is you have these beautiful flowers, and these little dandelions, baby's breath, are flocked. So you get some texture automatically when you cut your DSP. On the other side, you have non-flocked images, which are quieter and more geometric. So here's our flocked side. You have these little white flowers are flocked. And then on the other side, you have some quiet, I'm going to say that's balmy blue or pool party. All right, here's our flocked side. The white is what is flocked, okay? So you don't have like purple flocking, you have white flocking. So everywhere that's on the DSP on that flocked side is white. Or everywhere that is flocked is white. Everywhere white is flocked, or something like that. Now I think this one is quite beautiful. You can see it's got a lot of the flocking overlaid over some, I'm gonna say that's peaceful pine, let me look. Yep, peaceful pine leaves. And then on the other side, I really, really like this design here. Don't be afraid of DSP before you look at the B side, okay? Because sometimes the A side will not appeal to you, but the B side will be very beautiful. But I'm actually liking this. The more I look at it, the more I like it. And it isn't as, it doesn't give me the chill bumps like Velvet does. Okay, I really thought it would. But I really like this one. I like that pop of the Berry Burst. This one's beautiful. So pretty. These, we have a lot of DSPs in this release that are, you know, they'll do the job for you, which is always handy. Okay, but there's also a second set. Let me put this away. There's also a second paper in this suite, and it is called the Velveteen Assortment. You get Bubble Bath, Peaceful Pine, and White. And one side is flocked, and the other is not, but it's just the back, so it's not like you're gonna use it or anything. But you get Peaceful Pine, Bubble Bath, and White, and I think that would be fun to cut out some of these images with to add to a collage. So you know how I feel about collaging. But there's also some really, oh shoot, I can't get it in there. There we go. Also some really cute embellishments here. White, Bubble Bath, and Berry Burst. These are called Dreamy Flowers. They're self-adhesive and they're really pretty thin. So these are fun. I like that you get 2 sizes of each color. So pretty. So this is the Velvet Meadow Suite, a stamp and die bundle, 2 papers, and an embellishment. All right, let's see what, I think I know what's coming. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, the last suite we're gonna look at is the Moonlit Flora. I love, love, love this bundle so much. You know me and foliage, right? I'm all about the foliage, and this one has got it in spades. So you've got the Fern and Flora bundle with beautiful stamped foliage, texture, moths. These are certainly moths, not butterflies, moths, because I'm sure. And then you also have a little frame for your sentiment that works here and with the die in the set, which I love. I love when they give you a set that can truly be standalone if you want it to be, right? Where you can do your sentiment, you can do your foliage, you can do all of the things with one bundle, and this is it. But look at the die cuts in here. You've got all the fronds, you've got these curly doohickeys. Somebody out there knows what these little curly doohickeys are called. They're not doohickeys. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. When you get your catalog, you're gonna see samples, and they're gonna have what look like full flowers, okay? They're not. They're just not full flowers. You have to kind of assemble them. Let me see if I've still got my card. Where's that card I made? I might have already sent it off somewhere. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nope, I don't have it anymore. If I do, I cannot find it. Sorry. But what you do is you assemble the little flowers, and you assemble them using these dies. So you cut them all out and you adhere them together to make little flowers. And then you cut these little dudes and put them in the center to make the flower centers. And that makes 0 sense to you right now. It would make sense to you if I could find my card, which I can't. But I promise when you get these and you start putting them together, go back to this video and you'll hear me say that. That's how you make it. And I will use this on a video one day and you will see. Okay, but we also have an embossing folder. Look at this. Oh, look, it's got fronds, other fronds, curly Q doohickeys, several sizes, all over. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. It's just a fern leaf that hasn't uncurled. Oh, I thought it was a special kind of thing. Well, okay. But that's cool too. At least we know. But look at this. I love this embossing folder. I really do. I like embossing folders. We don't have a bunch of them. Now, I did not get the final one because it's a scrapbooking one, but it's a hybrid folder, which I may get eventually just because I really like embossing folders. But look at the DSP. This Moonlit Flora DSP is the bomb. It has got Secret Sea in it. It has got Peaceful Pine in it. Look at that. I told you it's a moth. They're moths. Some Golden Glow. And wait, there's a little pop of Berry Burst. Wait for it. Look at that. Now that's a pop of Berry Burst right there. Wouldn't that be pretty together? Berry Burst is just not my favorite, but boy, does it work in this paper. My goodness. Look at that. I love it. Anything that has Secret C in the background, I'm going to be liking. I'm just saying. Ferns close up at night to preserve heat. Huh. I did not know that. I did not know that. Getting a drink. Hang on. Okay. Moving on. This DSP. I'm glad I bought an extra pack already. Okay. All right. And then if that wasn't enough, add some dewdrop embellishments. I can't help it. These are just gorgeous. You've got, let me see if I can figure, it's going to be Old Olive, probably Secret C, and clear. And you get them in 2 sizes. Pretty. And they're not terribly thick, so you can just go crazy adding them to your card. Okay, so those are our suites in the new May to August 2026 catalog. It may take me a minute to stop saying annual catalog, but it's not an annual catalog. It's a 4-month catalog. All right. Does anybody have any questions about the suites before I move to bundles? I will, while I put this away, I will give you time if you want to ask a question about that. All right. Okay. I told you we had a new tool, and I'm going to show you the new tool. Some of you have probably used these before. We're now into bundles. Okay, so we're out of suites and we're into bundles. Our new tool is an impressions mat. Now, I am certain that you have used, I'm betting many of you have used an impression mat before. I'm pretty certain of it. Okay, but I wanted to get some of the things I needed, but I can't get them because they're covered up by stuff. I got too many things going on in this room right now. Okay, well, okay. We'll just pretend we've got all the things we need. Stay right there. Maybe I can find a new one here. Okay, so with our impression plate, what we have is 2 bundles that work with this impression mat. One is called Opulent Oasis, Impressions actually, and the other is the Phrases and Frames set. And I went ahead and I did some die cutting and impressifying so that you could see how it works. But the way it works, so what I'm going to tell you is you're going to want to save the packaging that your impressions mat comes in, because it tells you right on there, the instructions are right there how to do it. You're going to die cut first. So with this one, here's our dies that are in this set. We would put your die on your cardstock just like usual with the cutting side down in your regular die cutting sandwich, okay? And then you're going to leave the paper in the die when it comes out, and you're going to go with the one base and put this die with the paper upside down on the plate. Then you will put the impressions mat over the top, and then you would put an acrylic plate like that. When you run it through, it doesn't, there's not a lot of pressure, there's not a lot of hardness, okay? So that you're gonna think, oh, it's not doing anything, but it really is. Because look at how beautiful this flower is embossed. So it has some embossing, truthfully, it has some embossing when it comes out of the die. But when you add that impressions mat, you get really, truly gorgeous embossing, okay? So that is how you use the impressions mat with the Opulent Oasis. And of course, it also comes with best wishes, hello friends, special thanks, and sending happy thoughts, as well as stamped images that you can die cut with the other dies in the set to kind of build your project. Okay, so this is Opulent Oasis. Let me put this back in. I'm going to save that. That's Petal Pink. I bet I can find a spot to put that sometime soon. Here we go. Put it back in there. Wait. Come on now. Don't bend it. Okay. Let me put this back. So that's Opulent Oasis. The second one is Phrases and Frames. And this is actually a $1 million earner. I think this is Susan Campfield's $1 million set. So it's all sentiments, but look at the beautiful frames that you can cut and use that impressions mat again. So you get this large embossed frame. Then you get a small one. Can you see how pretty that texture is on the edges? You get this little guy right here, and then this little guy went wee, wee, wee all the way home. So cute. And they fit these sentiments in this set. So it's just really kind of a nice way to add another little bit of zhuzh to your card. Oh, yay. I'm glad you're able to get them. I'm hoping they'll all be available for a while. All right, so Phrases and Frames, you've got Anniversary, Thinking of You, Forget Your Birthday. I like this one. I didn't forget your birthday. I just wanted it to last longer. How often do we need those? Anniversaries are for celebrating the joys of today, the memories of yesterday, and the hopes of tomorrow. I like that Susan and Stampin' Up! Added some bigger sentiments to put on the inside, just to make things a little nicer. Okay, so Phrases and Frames, Opulent Oasis. You'll find the impressions mat is on the same page as Opulent Oasis, so you can see it. Don't forget to add it. It's like $11, and it's really going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so let's go on to the next bundles. We do have a couple of punch bundles. I know everybody likes punches. In case you didn't know, Banner Sayings is back. It's in the catalog with its triple banner punch, so you'll be able to get those. But you will also be able to get the All Aflutter bundle. And it's got this cute little thing that cuts out these images that are builder or standalone, however you like. So you can stamp a solid and then add some dimension. That would be fun with some embossing maybe. Fluttering by to say hi. You are so appreciated, thinking of you today. And then that cute little stamp set there. And then you can just punch them out with your punches, which is always fun. I know people like punches. I do too. The next punch set is the Exciting Times. We've got Let's Celebrate, You Did It, Happy Birthday to You, and Thank You with So Much. And you have the rounded rectangle punch that goes with. Okay? Cute. Just a basic set, great for making sentiments. Pair this up with just some of that pretty DSP. Done and done. You got it. Already taken care of. All right. We have the Garden Gatherings bundle. I like this one. I think this one is just really cute. It's just got, why do I have the die set here? Why do I have this instead of the, oh my goodness, hang on a sec. Well, there's a stamp set. Hang on, I'll find it. I put it with the other thing. I'm telling you, this place is a hoorah's nest. It's just a hoorah's nest. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah. No, that's weird. No, I don't know where the stamp set got to. Maybe it's over here. Maybe it's in my stack. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my brain. Maybe it's another stamp that I didn't get that I thought I had. Anyway, there's a stamp set that goes with this. I can't show you what it looks like, but it goes with this and it's awesome. I will find it as soon as I click end video. I can assure you that's what I will do. I may have to call Stampin' Up! And say, hey, I need another stamp set. Anyway, Garden Gatherings. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, I am very organized. Never forget it. All right. Here we have Words and Wishes. And this one is kind of fun. You get some images. So kind of a birthday celebration theme going on here. And then you've got all these words. So you have thank, happy, best, wishes, birthday, for, and you. And you can stamp out, you can die cut the shadow and the detailed image and layer those up. I like those, don't you? I think they're kind of fun. And you can combine them and mix and match with the sentiments in the set for birthdays or just any kind of day at all. Anything that you need to celebrate will be ready to go. You've got some leaves. You've got the cake image that we'll cut out. That looks like it should go that way, but it goes that way. See how it cuts that out? There we go. And again, it has a banner, so you can already just cut everything out. You can use everything you need is right here in this bundle, which is fun. So that is the Words and Wishes bundle. All right. And then we have, this one's fun. When I first saw this, I was like, I don't know if I just need another balloon birthday set. But then I thought, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And look at these balloons. Look how big this balloon is. That could be your whole card front right there, just straight up. Make it out of a pretty DSP and you're ready to roll. Just die cut it right out. But you can also add some celebration kinds of sentiments for your birthday. Hip, hip, hooray. You've got some confetti. And you've got some, yeah, I don't really know. They look like, they look like well, they actually look like amoebas, but I don't think that's what they are. So eventually I'll know what they are. Alrighty, so that is Balloon Festoon, which I think is fun. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balloons. So you could really just festoon your whole card with balloons, hence the name. Okay, so those are my bundles. What we have left is some standalone stamp sets. We've got some new ephemera, and we have some standalone DSP to look at before we take a quick look at our new colors and some of the new things in there. Okay, so here are our standalone stamps. Nature's Frame, kind of a combination of a background with a place to put a sentiment. So that's just kind of fun. Quick and easy. Use your Stampin' Positioner, make a quick stamp, add a sentiment, maybe color, maybe don't. I don't know, you do you. But you could make it be for kind of any occasion. I like that. And I know I don't even have to say these are all photopolymer, right? Because y'all need that. Here's another background called Moody Leaves. I enjoy this because you have some leaves that have no fill between them, and then you have some with some shading, so you get some automatic texture when you stamp this image. This is Caring Animals. While you enjoy that and go, "Aw," I'm going to take a drink. Okay. This is just too cute. Look at this little alligator over the get well, a little lion wearing a birthday hat. And huge thanks with those toucan guys. Remember these little guys? They are very much like the birds in the Cutest Crew set that's currently active and back in stock last time I checked. And then you've got some little leaves to add here and there. Very cute, just cute. And then you have Get Well Soon. I really like this. I like big images, big sentiments like this. I don't use them nearly enough, but they're really kind of nice. Just pair it up, layer it up. It's not ginormous, so you could put it on a layered card with just some DSP as a background and then a middle layer with Get Well Soon on it, and you're ready to roll. I think I just like it. We've got a couple more stamp sets that I didn't get one I tried to get, but it wasn't available. So hopefully that will come back in soon and I can grab it. All right, we do have some ephemera packs. We've got classic labels. And these are non-adhesive on the back, but they are outlined with crumb cake, so you get several different shapes to use on your various projects, which I enjoy. I think those are handy. And I'm running out of stamp cases, so I'm having to change up my ephemera storage plan. We'll see how this works. I've got Here and Now Mix and Match ephemera. These are adhesive on the back. So these are stickers. These are not only die cuts and stamp, but they're also stickers. So I'm quite certain that many of these are perfect for scrapbooking, but many of these would also be perfect for cards. All right. cute. And I like that they're adhesive, so you don't even have to worry about sticking them down. Just put them on there. If you prefer to use your ephemera with like dimensionals, just take that, stick them off, and use your arm or your pant leg or an embossing buddy to tap on there and get that sticky off, and then you can do with it what you like. All right, this is the Mint for You ephemera pack. And these are also sticky. You can tell because you can see the backing has a slit there so you can grab it. So you can see real cute images ready to put on your cards. Graduation, birthdays, just flowers, pretty banners, birthday cakes. Cute. This is called Mint for You. We've got actually quite a few. There was 5 new ones in this catalog, and one that carried over. It might be Greetings for All, I think maybe. And then this one we got to play with at on stage. We made a couple of little cards. Now, another thing I did not purchase yet, we have 2 new masks, but these masks are 12 by 12, which is perfect for you scrapbookers and can be used to make cards, as is evidenced by these. So we have this one that is a water image, and then this one that has graduated dots on it. These were both created with the masks and a blending brush. And then we just added some of these sticky sentiments from the Sincerely Noted Mix and Match ephemera set. I like these. Very cute. Very handy. Good handy sentiments in this one. All right. Much more oriented, not orientated, which drives me crazy, to cards. And then our final one is called Under the Sun. And again, these are sticky. And you can see what the theme is going to be. You got your lemonade and your umbrella and a water pitcher. This cute little guy. I love this van so much. Some flip-flops and a camera and a sun. Just cute. Cute little rain boots and a bike. Make cards with just nothing but these on there. Again, these are sticky. So I think, you guys were counting, I'm certain. 4 out of the 5 had stick them on the back, which is pretty handy, really. Okay. Now we have some final thing to look at from the new catalog is some standalone DSP. This is called the Artisan Sketched Garden DSP. It's all black and white. These are certainly fussy cuttable and certainly colorable. You can fussy cut or not, your choice. Here we go. I kind of enjoy black and white. I don't use it nearly as much as I should probably, but these have some really pretty designs in them, so I'm kind of looking forward to playing with them. I like the stripes. I like the polka dots. What's that? Oh, that's the other back. Okay. And there you go. So this is the Artisan Sketched Garden DSP. There's always a standalone DSP, or 2 or 12. And this is called Paper Medley Mix-In. So these are just designed to kind of add to some of the bundles that are out there that don't have a paper with them. It's just something that adds a little more interest to your cards. Mostly small designs, so that makes them pretty easy to use on your card projects. I like that. That's pretty. Ooh, I like that a lot. That looks like denim. And another black and white polka dot. There we go. So this is called Paper Medley Mix-In DSP. All right, now we have, so here's the thing. In our last catalogs, in our previous iterations of our catalogs, all of our color families, the basics, the subtles, the regals, were 6 by 6. They're now 12 by 12, all of them, okay? So I only bought the in colors this time because, to be quite honest, I'm still working out how I'm going to store more 12 by 12 DSPs. I'm kind of maxed out. I got to do some rearranging, but I bought the new in colors because I wanted to see the new patterns, and I do really like them. Okay, so here is the in color. They're called paint pattern. Okay, in color painted patterns designer series paper. So that's what they're calling the color family papers now. All right, and you can see you get, this is one sheet, and this is what it looks like on the other side. And then you get a second sheet in the same color with a different design on each side. So little dots, big dots. And then of course you get the same thing in all of the in colors. So here's your Golden Glow. Here's your Barely Blush. Really hard to see that. Can you even see that? Those are stripes, yeah. And these are the little dots. It's really hard to see those. Really hard to see those. And then the Hydrangea Hue. So all of the color family papers will have these designs, all right? So these are pretty handy. If you are a person that uses a lot of color family DSP, I think these are great. They're nice designs, pretty useful. I like the stripes a lot, especially in Peaceful Pine. That's a great paper right there. Okay, so these are the new in colors called Painted Patterns, all right? And then I've got one more, I think. This is, oh, here's our in color. This is our in color personalized, pearlized specialty paper. So you've got it in Golden Glow, and it's got a little bit, it's got a lot of a sheen on it. Okay, I thought it had some ombre, but I think that was just my light reflecting. So there's Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue. I love this. And it's on both sides, which is very nice. Crisp Cantaloupe, Peaceful Pine, and Barely Blush. Oh, it's really beautiful in Barely Blush. I mean, really beautiful. I love how, I think beautiful, Barely Blush and Cantaloupe, Crisp Cantaloupe are going to go together. Actually, that's a beautiful little trio right there, isn't it? Peaceful Pine, Crisp Cantaloupe, and Barely Blush. All right, so those are the papers. Let's take a quick look at our couple of new ink things. You've seen me talking about our new ink pads. They are awesome. I was skeptical about the felt, but I really think they're going to be good. They still have your labels to put on. They fit in my Stampin' storage with about this much sticking out, which actually is perfect because you can just grab them really easy. You don't have to put a spacer or anything in there. Super, super easy to open. You can click the lid together like that so you don't lose it. You can also go like this, but I heard someone say that you shouldn't do this because it can give you kind of an unstable platform. I don't know if that's true or not. I will be trying it. But there's 4 labels on it, and I actually put all 4 of them on. So I put one on either end, and then I put one on both ends of the card, of the ink pad itself, just so that I have a little more opportunity to maybe not stick the wrong stamp in the wrong ink pad. Okay, so we've got all of the in colors. Currently, only the new 26 to 28 in colors come in this new magnetic ink pad. All of the others, if you purchase them now, will be in the old style ink pad. This one right here that you pull open and close like that. But starting next year in 2027, everything will transition over to the magnetic pads. All right. We also have some new ribbon. We don't have a lot of ribbon in this catalog, but we have the new in color ribbons. These are 3/8 inch wide, and it's just ribbon. That's what they call it, bordered ribbon. So 3/8 is a nice size, I think, and you get it in all the colors. We've got some pretty in color gems. These are in 26, 28 in color dots. You got to have those. I mean, come on. And all of the new in colors have blends. So when you buy your new in colors, don't forget to get the ink pad and the refills, because the new ink pads want to be using the new refills, which works out for you anyway, because we don't have refills in these colors in the old style. And get your Stampin' Blends. Don't forget your ribbon, your cardstock. I may or may not have forgotten cardstock and had to order it on a second one, even after I told my team, hey, don't forget cardstock. And then I did, totally. Okay, we have another thing that I want you to see. Oh, I do have one more DSP. I'm so sorry. Sorry. This is the Luxe White DSP. And it is 3 designs. You've got some leaves. Oh, actually, this is Lily of the Valley. There's Lily of the Valley on here. Wouldn't that go nicely with that Valley in Bloom suite? And then you've got kind of a basket weave look, and then some boughs. And it's, you can see the shininess on there. Okay? All right, sorry about that. It was white, and I totally missed it. Totally. Now, we have another couple of things. How many of you have been hoping we would have a gel pen? We now have a white gel pen. It's in the memory keeping section in the catalog, but I think they're kind of fun to use on cards. So if you've been wanting a gel pen, you get a pack of 2. You do want to, like any gel pen, you're going to want to write slowly, not try to go fast because it'll skip, which is true for any gel pen, but I've been wanting a white gel pen, so I'm glad that these are here. And then, with this new catalog, sorry, need one more little drink. With this new catalog, Tuxedo Black Memento ink is going away. What we have instead is now our basic black hybrid ink. This will work with watercoloring and with our alcohol markers. It is not a magnetic pad, and it's a little bit different to open. This is a very flush edge, but all you got to do is kind of stick a finger under the side and it will come up. I've seen a couple of hacks about putting a little bit of chapstick around the edge to make it easier, but I personally don't think you're going to have that much trouble with it. I really don't. It's got a nice solid lock, and you just put your finger, there's just enough lip on the side that you can open it up. But this will take the place of our StazOn and our Tuxedo Black. Okay, so watercolor or alcohol inks. Okay, any questions about things in the new May to August catalog? I'm going to move this stuff out of the way, and then I'm going to show you the few things I have from the online exclusives. Okay? All right. When I get back, I'll look and see if there's any questions, and then we'll dive right into the online exclusives. Okay. All right. Now, let's just take care of this elephant in the room right here. We have one suite. These are the May online exclusives. They will be available on the 5th of May at the same time that the catalog goes live. So first off, we have the Silly Old Bear suite. And I'm sure everyone recognizes the Silly Old Bear. Now, I'll just get the elephant in the room out of the way. There was a copyright problem, and we can only release this suite in the United States, okay? So if you are from Canada or one of the other markets, very sorry that you can't get this. There's no point in telling me about it and complaining on here. I'm sorry, I can't do a thing about it. I know Stampin' Up! Feels terrible, and if I were you guys, I'd be annoyed as well, but that's just how it is, and I apologize. So for those of us who can get it, it's adorable. Here is the paper. It is just too stinking cute, and I was going to take a look because we have the Sweet Old Friends bundle. There's 2 bundles with this suite. This one is all of our images. This one is all of our sentiments with these beautiful, beautiful die-cut labels. I mean, they're just so pretty, and you've got some leaves, as you would think in the 100 Acre Woods. You would certainly think you'd have some leaves. But I wanted to look and see if I thought some of these images are going to be cut out with the dies, and the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing. That's not it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Come on, tell me I can cut Tigger out. Oh, thank God. I was going to be bummed. Now I need to be able to cut Eeyore out. Here's Eeyore. Oh my gosh, you guys, you can cut all these out. So cute. You can even cut Kanga. Oh, oh. And let's see, this guy, you can cut him out. I'm sorry, I have to check all of these things. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. You can cut all of this out. Wait, who's this guy? Who's that? Oh wait, is that him? Yes. Piglet with his dandelion and a honey. There's Mr. Owl. Oh my gosh. And this one, I saw an image in the next DSP. How many of you, oh, and you can even cut out honey pots. Look at that. You gotta love it. One of my favorite things is when you can cut out, DSP images with dies. That is so fun. So fun. Okay. So I knew you guys would ask me that, so I figured I would just show it right from the jump. And as you can tell, I learned something new right there myself. Yay. All right. I promise we're almost done, guys. I promise. Okay. So here's the rest of our DSP. We got some pretty clouds. And here's this guy. This one also cuts out, I'm pretty sure. No, he's not yet here. Pretty plaid. And then this image, this piece, if you cut it a little bit offset, it cuts like so. So you can have all of these little panels that you can use for your card fronts. Okay, and these guys, see them? You got Eeyore, Roo, Tigger, Pooh, all in there. Here's your 100-acre wood with Pooh trying to climb the tree. 100-acre wood here. Some more cute images with Eeyore and Owl and Tigger. Some stripes. And then this piece right here, which has all of these guys, which, oh, by the way, coordinate with these dies in the set. So you can just cut those little vignettes out and put them right on your card front. Done and done. And then also done. All right. Really, really cute. Beautiful paper. Fun little suite. You also get the 100-acre wood 3D embossing folder when you buy the suite, or you can buy them all separate, and you can see it's literally the map of the 100-acre wood. So this is the Sweet Old Friends, or Silly Old Bear suite in the online exclusives. All right, we've got a couple of little bundles that are cute. Here is Splash and Relax. And you can cut out these life preservers. You can cut out flip-flops. This is not a bra. It looks like a bra, but it is not a bra. It's sunglasses. And then the other piece of the sunglasses that goes on top. And this is kind of fun. You can stamp this life preserver, and then this right here is like a shadow. So it'll make it look like it's 3D. Kind of fun. Just a basic little fun bundle. And then we have the Ouch bundle, which is just... it's just fun. It's cute. It's got Band-Aids, Feel Better Soon, Ouch, and Be Brave. Done and done. And you can have a perforated Band-Aid, or you can decorate them with your stamps. Do whatever. Just kind of cute. And then this is one of my favorites. This is Thoughtful Octopus. You occupy my thoughts. If I could hug you with 8 arms, I would. Many happy wishes on your birthday, and we have thanks. And you've got all the little denizens of the seas and a thought bubble. Gotta love it. Okay, so that is the online exclusives. That is the new catalog. For those of you hanging out, I'm so happy to have you here. Wasn't gonna get the Silly Bear. Yep, you gotta have it. Anyone with the pacemaker? Yeah, I'm not sure they're quite that big of a thing. They're not quite that magnetic, but it's probably something to check with your doctor. Where's Roo? I don't know. Let me see where Roo is. Sorry, I had my computer had scrolled. We got Kanga. Roo must be sleeping. That's all I can say, is Roo must be sleeping. Because we got Piglet. We've got all of them. Maybe this is before Rue was born. I don't know. I don't see him anywhere. All right, let's see. Anything else? Nope. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all sticking with me quite so long. This was really a long one, but like, I know it's not an annual catalog, but it's a little bigger than a mini. So it took a minute to get through, and I do appreciate you hanging with me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Does the black stamp pad have a refill? It does. It wasn't available quite yet. No, I have not seen the new grid paper. I think it's the same size. It's just fewer in the pack, I believe. All right. I don't see anything else. So if you have questions, you know my email. You're welcome to send them. Have a great rest of your day. I hope I'll see you on Saturday. I feel like something out of this video will show up on Saturday's card. So I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. All right, guys. Have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Ta!